Hey, welcome back. Today we're going to try to climb the diamond if possible. Hopefully things go well. Was messing around with my system a bit and my voice. Hopefully that sounds a little bit better. I think my last video the sound was a little muffled. Then again, it could just be me mumbling. Anyways, we'll play the same deck. We need to win 3 games to get to diamond. Well, 3 matches. And yeah, hopefully the first couple games go well, and we'll see. Alright, always on the play. That is quite a greedy hand. Ooh. He's playing Loris, so he could be pretty fast. I don't know if this is a keepable hand. It honestly shouldn't be, but we're gonna be really greedy here and just go ahead and keep. So he mulliganed once down, so that's good for us. Alright, we're gonna be on the play, so we'll just go ahead and start off with Thoughtseize. Hell Collector. Oh, all very good cards actually. This card is gonna be a problem. It always seems to be. Go with Pelt, that's fine. Hopefully draw some early answers. Our set's not too bad. Vigilance, proliferate. Wow. Okay. We're going to need our answers really quickly here. Let's try to dig for Day of Judgment. We do get a Day of Judgment, which is very nice. He's not going to be able to really develop his board unless he just kills us here. He's going to do 2 here, 3 there, that's fine. At this point, we're just going to try to stabilize.
I concede.
I'm okay with losing a large set. She fetched what we needed to see. Okay, so he didn't even add lures to hand. Typically, they would try to add lures to hand. What colors do we need? Nothing really. We have double white. I mean, our black source that doesn't ping us. Let's just go ahead and wipe here. So we stole a turn from him, and we also was able to stabilize here. Sorta. We'll have to see. Still will be a tough matchup. We're going to expect to see some collected companies. That's going to be a problem. Multicolor. Stone Coil is going to be kind of difficult to deal with, but we do have Fatal Pushes, so that's going to be nice. What is this? I've seen this before. Go ahead and Glacier here, so this leaves us in a slightly tough choice. If he has something with haste, if I bounce this back, might be a problem. I think it is better just to draw a card here. Have him try to deal with the Teferi.
You know what? I'm not done.
That's fine. Worst comes to worst, we'll Baleful a threat to Teferi. Fine.
this.
Probably gonna hit the coil. Not gonna be able to deal with that with the fairy. It's fine if he draws a card. We have the fatals, that's great. Go ahead and let's draw.
No time for a break.
What we get? Okay, double fatal, that's pretty good. We also have a shark inbound. Let's not ping ourselves. Let's just go ahead and pass. Ooh, totally forgot about that. That's fine. It's not a big deal. Should have played the Godless. Should have played the Godless and then tapped it. I didn't think about that. But Fatal might help. Maybe he'll have something. Okay, never mind. Okay, so definitely going to keep that in. Does appear to have quite a bit of 1/1 mana creatures there, so Kaya might come in handy. I feel like we are going to need quite a few board wipes to stabilize correctly. Counter spells probably not too good. Narset probably not too great either. Thought seizes. I generally don't like thought seizes against Loris decks. You're just giving them food and resource in the grave, so not the greatest keeps. I do want some sort of hand disruption though, so I will keep maybe the Inquisitions in. We didn't really see anything with 4 mana and higher, but we do expect to see a Coco, but hopefully we'll just have the counters up. Sharks will probably be good. Baleful's kind of expensive, so maybe I'll down that to 1 instead. I think we're looking pretty good here. Maybe we don't need the Baleful's, but yeah. We do have quite a bit of board wipes, so maybe we don't need the Baleful's as much. And we're playing less Nar sets too. Won't really combo. We want them to keep drawing extra cards. So why don't we go ahead and let's just put back in their memory lapse then. I don't expect to see any planeswalkers, so Baleful might not be too useful there. Alright, we're gonna be one of our first mulligans here. This is also not that great of a hand. I don't like it, but we'll be on the draw, so why don't we keep 6? I don't think we'll need 2 board wipes right off the bat at least. Inquisition is not great either right here. We don't really have a source to cast it. Double white, and this is what I'm talking about. You just hate seeing that, but it's gonna happen. I was hoping to draw a land, a blue source of some kind. Great. So at least we have that. All goes according to plan. We should be able to stabilize by turn 4 with the Judgment. Health Collectors, that's fine. Students, that's fine. We're going to be taking quite a bit of damage next turn. At this point, we just need the lands. Nothing to do with our mana, so we're just gonna go ahead and add in this for now. If we can stabilize with the Judgment, we'll be good. Probably possible he's gonna have that. Okay, it's fine. Grave. Okay. Definitely want a board wipe here. Unfortunately, we're not gonna be able to position that. Maybe we... Oh, he really kept that without doing that. That is a strange play. I'm gonna keep this. We're gonna try to Inquisition the Loris. Perfect. Don't have any other plays. We're just gonna use this as a body. First strike. It's quite unfortunate. We can block and whatnot, so obviously not block with this. That's fine. Sharks. We could slow roll this. I think we're fine. I think we're fine here. Just loyal abilities of your opponents. Plus 1 more mana to activate. That's interesting. I guess I've never seen that before. I'm gonna keep this. We're just gonna go ahead and pass turn. If he decides to attack with it, we're gonna shark him, and then we'll get him with the Teferi next turn. That's fine. I'm gonna do shark. No, so we can double block his creature, take the 3, and then start just clearing his board again. So while it was a tough matchup if we didn't have the answers, because he's playing so many small creatures. Let me actually buy this real quick. Free money, never a bad thing. So that's our first game. Let's move on to our second game. We'll see how this goes. Very nice. We'll be on the play. Keepable hand here. Let's go ahead and start off with a fountain. Let's go ahead and drown into search. So we're having a pretty good hand here. We can play every card we have in our hand, which is great. That does feel great. I haven't really run into any wastelands yet, surprisingly, and so I don't think we need another land at the moment. Go ahead and dumped it. Oh well, we drew another land anyway, so let's go ahead and play this. I'm gonna see what he does. We can shark for the 1/1 or the +1. Okay. Don't like that. It's fine. I'm actually probably just gonna Archmage Charm here. And we can actually just board wipe him next turn too. I'll clear out all of his vampires. Yeah, I think the Fatals would be great in this particular matchup. I have no problems with keeping it. Go ahead and land here. Let's just go ahead and board wipe him. It might be a little preemptive, but that's fine. We don't want him to start calling off of these things. Whatever that combo might be. You could just pump Faceless here. Nope, Sword. Interesting.
Defeating you will not bring pleasure, nor pain.
Don't exactly need another wipe, but I am more than willing to keep it just in case. I'm gonna probably just pay myself for 2 here. I'm gonna try to shark next turn. Possibly here. I'm gonna keep the Fable for the Fatals in case he does brings out something kind of big with Soren. Okay.
My bloodline flows through you.
Okay, so that's kind of a problem. Just snipe it. It's in combat, so I think. Oh, it's not in combat. Okay, okay, it is. Let's go ahead and shark here for 2. Dang, we are drawing quite a bit of that. Not that I should be complaining. We're gonna hit Soren for 2.
The act of a coward.
We should be able to have search up for next turn. Let's seize. I think this is fine. What we're gonna do, let him thought seize us, but we're gonna go ahead and draw the extra with the Archmage, so we'll net positive on that. Interesting, he took a thought seize or a thought seize. He must have a pretty big creature or something in hand. Another one of the faceless, okay. It shouldn't be able to attack me. It just came in. Unless he gives it haste. Yeah, I didn't think he would be able to attack me. Let's go ahead and transform it. Let's see what we get.
That will cost you dearly.
Soren's a little annoying. There's not much we can do about it. Heartless Act, that's fine. If he decides to go Haven, we'll just go and get rid of it.
Thank you for your service.
Here's our hero of the day.
If you show remorse, I'll show
We may have fudged this up a little bit. Should have kept that untapped. We're gonna go ahead and get rid of the Soren for now. Have him just redraw it. I don't think he'll try to faceless us, simply because I don't think he's gonna be able to deal with the bear if he does. Okay,
that didn't go well.
that is fine. Or we're just gonna go ahead and try to get rid of it. Might as well get a black source. Feel this. Quite a bit of mana. At this point, we can just outvalue him with whatever he does with, oh, yeah, he has his own castle. That is fine. Go ahead and do it for 4. It's going to be a thorn in his side.
Just the trick for this.
Both really good cards, to be honest. We Thoughtseize. If we Thoughtseize, we can do a lot. They're all really good cards, to be honest. I'm not too worried about the Faceless. Let's just go for the Thoughtseize. Okay, that's game 1. I don't really have a good side for this. I was assuming he was gonna have some reanimation, but it honestly did not look like he had too much reanimation. We're probably gonna want to keep that in. Fatals were really good this match. I do want to keep the Belfuls in for getting rid of the Sorens. I don't really have a really good answer outside of that. Kaya for the 1 mana exiles is gonna be good. Narset, probably not too bad. Could probably down some of that. Probably don't need too many Thoughtseizes. He was already low on cards anyways, and so I don't think in this matchup it would be too great. Didn't really have too many creatures that we were too worried about. The Faceless Haven is always kind of annoying since it kind of dodges everything that you try to throw at it. I guess we can just bump up the memory lapse too. We have enough board wipes. I don't know if Extinction Event is warranted here. We didn't have anything that we really care to exile, and I think we'd rather just hit the whole board. Maybe I'll go for a cleansing over the Extinction. It does seem kind of expensive though. Yeah, I'm gonna just keep the Extinction. I don't think it's gonna matter too much. Alright. It's a keepable hand. Might want double blue source immediately. Okay. Immediate Thoughtseize. He's probably gonna hit the search, which I guess would be the optimal play for him. Problem is we gotta decide between try to get the triple blue source or trying to get double white source. It's quite conflicting. And we could just wait. We don't need to pop this immediately. But I guess in case we have a play, I'm thinking we can try to double, triple blue source. Okay, well we got the extra white source, which is nice. We don't really have anything to play here. We can shark for nothing, but I don't know if I like that. We just gotta preserve our health here. And our Thoughtseize, okay. That's fine. That's okay. So he's not hitting the judgment. Not too worried about him healing. I'm a control deck. Doing damage is not my forte. Okay. Keep this down. Take it slow. Hopefully he'll play something big and we can just do the memory lapse on him. Oh, he does that. I am half tempted to take that next time though. Oh, actually you can't. Forget that. Haven happens to be a land and not a creature. Non-creature permanent. At this point, I guess we can just try to draw into something. A fatal. Oh, that's good. That's good. Alright. Plan here is to both drown and memory lapse if he does something. If he just keeps facelessing, he's spending his... not really developing his board, that's fine with me. But if he doesn't, he plays something big, I can just memory lapse it too. He's kind of stuck in a hard spot since he knows I have judgment, so he can't really put anything on the board until do something. Let's go ahead and have him declare attackers. I'm gonna go ahead and snipe the Haven. Two. That's fine. Go ahead and take that. Go ahead and get our Teferi out, and we're gonna try to stabilize from here. On both, so he doesn't know which we might have in our hand.
No more games. Hurry.
Why don't we take a peek? Feed the swarm. Ooh. That doesn't help him at all. Play this land tap. We don't really need to do any of that. Go ahead and play a search. I'm honestly okay with him top decking this again, maybe. Yeah, let's have him top deck it. I don't mind if he pops the search, to be honest.
I'm empty. As soon as hold that thought.
At this point, I think we can just get rid of this. Not have to worry about it. Play the Hollow Fountain tapped. Untap these. cards. Unfortunately, if I had another one, I would have just countered it and drawn more cards, but it'd be like that. Okay, that's a surprising take, actually. I thought he was gonna take the Archmage, to be
Keep
honest.
up the pace.
Why not? We'll just keep making tokens if he doesn't do anything.
Let's skip to the good part.
Be a little greedy here. I'm gonna try to start pushing for damage. Oh, interesting card. Spent all his mana for that. I'll just go ahead and have him top deck it. And that's game 2. Alright. So this could be our final game, hopefully. We get there. Okay, so this is gonna be sort of difficult. I think it is keepable. Granted, we're only gonna be casting fatals for a couple of turns. Fine. It's not what we want to see. It appears we're playing against another, perhaps another Jeskai control. Okay, so him doing that maybe means he's also low on lands in hand. Okay, so we're gonna grab a blue. I'll go ahead and try to cast Narset. Most likely he has some sort of counter. Yep, that's fine. I just don't mind recasting this again. Granted, we're a little landlocked if he memory lapses again, but it's fine.
I know 88 will hone your prowess.
I think the shark might be good here.
Reckless and ill-refined. My prowess is on lack of thoughtfulness before action.
Damn. I wish we had more black source. Be able to do a little bit more because I can bell for mastery. Get rid of Narset. I just unfortunately do not have any way to deal with. I could play Belfos for the full 4 here. I'm just gonna go ahead and sack one more set.
Meditate and prepare.
Sure.
This was overwhelming.
Yeah, I suspect he had a fairy.
I'm not. You know what? I'm not.
It's gonna be uphill battle just because he has the disputes. We weren't really expecting him to have the disputes so readily. Couldn't ping myself. Pass turn. This is where shark comes in handy. Uncountable creatures is great.
Keep up the pace.
Build the ruins. This is why we play A6. Sure. Why not? I'm try to Belfort for 2 here. A bit of a greedy play. Perhaps I should wait for his turn. Let the memory lapse.
Let's skip to the good part.
Although unfortunately we're stuck on land, we're gonna try to Archmage Shrine. Oh, I should have tapped that land. It's fine, that doesn't really do anything. Sure.
beyond the veil of reality.
I'm quite surprised you let that through.
Keep an open mind.
I don't know why he let it through. I mean, I guess he can...
We need to move.
I think that was a mistake on his end. He had that. Unless he has some way of getting rid of this to deal direct damage using Helix or something. Unfortunately, my fatals aren't going to be doing too much here. Yeah, really tough. Oh, he really just not playing around the Nars sets. It's twice already. I'm not quite sure I quite agree with that line of play. Here's where we just gotta straight up try to get rid of the There's 4 unknown cards, 2 counter spells. I have also 2 counter spells. I actually have 3, but not enough mana to play all 3, obviously. I'll go ahead and risk it. Try to attempt to do this. He's gonna probably memory lapse. No memory lapse, his memory lapse. Is he gonna dispute? Yeah, interesting choice.
How long do you want to wait
I'm just not too sure why he's just not doing that.
Past, present, and
He's
home
lost like 3 or
flies.
4 cards on just not playing around my Nars set. It's annoying that he has so many of the expressives though. Just outvaluing me, and I have a couple dead cards in my hand. That's why Jeskai might be a little bit better. I'm gonna use the charm as probably a counter spell.
With thoughtfulness before action.
I wanted to draw, but at this point I don't think I can. I'm just gonna go ahead and just try it. He's tapped out, that's good.
There is little as exquisite as the artistry of truth. Surrender every morsel of fear.
We might be able to take control. Oh no, he top decked that. Very nice.
My work.
That was quite unfortunate. Kind of annoying. Well, we're just gonna have to cast this. It's fine. If he draws another counter spell, no?
I wonder if you're brave enough to overcome your fears.
You just hit this thing so he doesn't delays him from getting it because it's kind of important at this point. I figured he had one. Another top deck of that. It's quite unfortunate.
Recoil to the recess of your mind.
Bodes well for us unless he gets rid of the Narset. He's not going to be doing much with it.
You need to take a time
Great news for us. We drew our Teferi.
out. This isn't a fight. Not so fast.
Unfortunately, our Teferi is not going to be doing much either. You know, maybe that was a mistake to tuck it. Where is my white source? Damn.
I'm known for my. You know what? I'm not.
He's down to 20 cards.
No time for a break.
Come on. Why did I not draw that? Wow. Yeah.
I'll have a better plan next time. Hurry.
Yeah, maybe it was a mistake to try to bounce the search. It should have just kept the Ashia alive. Would have been able to get rid of the Narset and have a threat on board. Unfortunately, I haven't been drawing my white source either. It's been quite a game. This will counter each other's.
To focus and discipline. Meditate and prepare.
I'll go ahead and try to copy him. Do the same thing. He has Day of Judgment, which... Our decks are essentially just a mirror match at this point. Another Lightning Helix. Hell, that's 4 Lightning Helixes already. He's running out of cards, but we're not able to deal with the Teferi, so... Got his castle too online. It's fortunate we have 4 dead cards in our deck, our hands right now.
There are so many mysteries to uncover. Keep an open mind.
Can you believe all that and we still haven't drawn the white source? Charm would be great if... do something with it.
hurry.
I have just the trick for this.
None of his cards in hand is gonna do much either. Let's just go ahead and 1 for 1. Keeps tapping my white source. Very nice. I can't believe all of that and I haven't drawn a second white source. It's crazy. I mean, I guess it wouldn't have mattered too much. Maybe. I'm just gonna probably scoop this game if he...
Only
Okay,
time
that's
will tell.
fine.
I'm sorry to do this.
Yeah, that was my mistake. I should have played the Teferi and bounced his Teferi. He is running out of cards. He might just deck out if he doesn't have any way to actually deal damage to us.
Hide from the world any longer. No
Won't do
time
anything
for-
here.
Let me know if you're up for round 2.
Finally. Just try to defend ourselves with this thing. Actually, that was a terrible idea. I totally forgot he had the fairy on board. The fairy ult. 6 more turns, I think we'll just somehow win. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. He has all the board wipes too. I think this is we're just misplaying at this point. It's a little ridiculous, just this current board state. If I could draw another Archmage, I can just try to deck him out. I think I already played all 3 though. It's fine. I really don't. I just wanted to deck out. Like at this point, it just doesn't matter to me. He's down to 5 cards. I don't even want to cast the memory lapse anymore. See what he has left. Honestly, neither of us. We don't play any red or green, so. Oh, I guess we do. Shoot. But fine. Wants to use his Aether Gust on it. I don't really care. Forgot he still has the creatures. Four cards. Can we survive?
Practiced against many foes like you. Hone your prowess.
We're not gonna bother top decking
You know what?
the our set, I don't think.
This is hardly my worst.
Put thoughtfulness before action.
You know, I might have ragged on Fatal Push a little too early this game. Considering it's been just putting in work, I honestly cannot complain anymore about it. He's down to like literally a couple cards left in his deck. I don't know what he can't even do anymore. If he has a win con outside of anything else. Yeah, he's gonna do that. I can just make the biggest shark I want. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8. Sure. Or 6, I think. I might be doing my math wrong. You can make all the humans he wants. I'm just gonna deck him out.
I have reached my limit.
last turn if he doesn't somehow do something. And I am honestly surprised we even won that. I didn't think that was gonna legitly happen. That was a very intense game. Dang, oh, I know what to take out. Fatals were okay. Actually, yeah, I don't know why I would add in Kaya, to be honest. He didn't really do anything with his graveyard, so Kaya's not that great. He had a bunch of red cards though. That might actually be worth something to put in. So I guess it's not either is not as good as having memory lapse. This only hits red card, and he has a few red cards, but I think in the control mirror, my deck should be better. We'll see. Fairly keepable hand. Alright, let's take a look. Narset, Narset, Narset. Uncounterable. I think we're gonna have to hit this late game, which is probably gonna happen. If we don't have an answer to this, he will wipe us out with it, to be honest. And he'll blow us out. I think we're okay with doing this. If he counters it, I'm okay with that. We have 15 minutes in this match left out. This is a really long match. Yeah, unfortunately, you saw our hand. He doesn't have the blue either to cast anything, honestly. Yeah, that's quite interesting. Doesn't have the blue, so we can slow roll this. Just go ahead and hit his hand again. Fry. Not too worried about that. Tough choice here. I might just die to the shark. I don't know. Blue source. Just lock him into it.
I train every day, meditate, and prepare.
We'll probably just fry this thing.
If you wish to keep an open mind.
Oh. Okay.
Fury will only lead you astray. I have just the trick for this. Such violence is upsetting.
I am taking quite a lot of damage, but it's fine. Not draw a lance. We'll play that, that's fine. We can just rinse and repeat, I guess. I'm gonna do this. Doesn't seem like he has any threat in the moment. I'm gonna try to fairy and down tick him. If he has a counter spell, I think he is. Nope. He's gonna probably fry right to fairy anyway, so might as well.
You need to slow
Have him
down.
waste a fry on it. Maybe not. Like busy.
Keep up the pace.
Oh, we had it. He had it. All right. Didn't miss it. Maybe I should have just played the Teferi. Hit that. I'm gonna cycle here, try to draw a land. It's fine. I don't think it's worth. It's probably gonna make a shark. I already have enough memory lapse up, so I think I should be okay. Alright, let's run Thought Season. I'll hit the shark if we can. I don't like any of these. I can steal the sharks, so I'm not too worried, but unfortunately, I'm gonna need a bunch of fucking white sources for this. Cool, cool. If he makes a token, we're gonna try to steal the shark. He wants to bolt it, I'll take it. One less thing to worry for me. I definitely need all the blue sources I can get at this time. So, start off with the Teferi. Okay. I have.
Mind and body should move and hone your prowess.
Gotta deal with this token army though. I'm not drawing my castle, Arnville. And he has his search up, which is gonna be really annoying to deal with too. I think that's gonna go on top of your deck again.
I must stay focused. My mind needs a bit thoughtfulness before action.
Grab the locked because he knows I have Archmage and he's not gonna cast the shark to give me another big shark. He's just gonna try to cast it for the full value. Don't need another land, do we? No. I'm gonna draw another land anyways. Oh, there you go. Such as tradition. We'll leave our man open and see what he does. Brings us down to 12. I'm gonna go ahead and do this. Grab another lock. Go ahead and draw 2 cards then. Might be a mistake if he has a counter. I guess it doesn't really matter too much. I'm gonna go ahead and do this. Granted, this is probably a mistake, but we're gonna have to see. So, okay, it's a 1-for-1. It's fine. I need to start putting out some blockers or something. If not, he's gonna just overrun me with these
This isn't a fight. Hold that thought.
I don't know about thought seizing, to be honest. I'm gonna be overrun with these 1/1s. I really don't have another white source for lands came a little late. I think I should be able to stabilize now. Hopefully. Another white source of some kind. Let's think about this. I can potentially output a couple creatures. I am not gonna take the fairy. I'm not gonna try this first. What he does here. Worst comes to worst, we can get rid of the tokens with the Teferi.
Pounding heart, racing mind, surrender. All your fears are given form.
Problem of threat. I'm gonna untap then.
Let's skip to the good part.
Being quite dangerous. Try to destroy this. Let it resolve, that's fine. Maybe that was a mistake.
I have reached my limit.
Your heroics are but a dream to me.
Those who cannot meditate and
Unlucky.
prepare.
We got tapped.
Hurry!
Alright. One life. I think we can do this. He's got a tough fairy. I think we'll go ahead and just probably negate it. No contest. I'm gonna get that one also. No contest. Alright, I think we're in the prime position to win now.
Creeping,
Keep an open mind.
mirage.
seems very ambitious, and I don't think that is a good idea. Removal, always good. I'm going to go ahead and grab the removal just in case something spicy happens.
You know what? I'm not done.
Yeah, I mean, double removal. We're never playing the Thoughtseize, doesn't matter if we discard it. Go ahead and memory lapse that. We can deal with it with the Ashiot counters. And for if he's trying to draw for a spell that... We're gonna save Aether Gust for especially the Helixes. Okay, he has a memory lapse. He's probably gonna play a memory lapse. I think we're okay to counter here. We're gonna let him top deck our memory lapse because we actually want to see the memory lapse. Back on top of the deck again.
The shadows awaken.
It's only a matter of time. Remove from time.
Don't have any direct damage, unfortunately.
I won't hide from the. Let's skip to the good part.
Oh, that was a mistake. I should have picked the castle. That was one thing that, and the yeah, that was a mistake on my end. I should have hit the castle or the search, but we won, and there we are. We are now diamond. That was a tough game, to be honest. I didn't think we were gonna come out on top. It was just a back-to-back game, but in the control mirror, just Black has great disruption with Thoughtseize, Inquisition. Play a huge part in me picking apart his hand, taking apart his counter spells. Archmage Charm was definitely great. It's only really bad when it's against another Narset, but doubles as anti-shark, as you saw. Like, he didn't really want to cast his shark, and when he tried to cast his shark for full mana, you just counter it. Played it for a 2/2, which was fine. Ashiot was great. That's how we win games, late games like this. If I don't draw the Ardenvale, which I mean I did draw it, but I didn't have a white source for a long time to activate it. And as you can see, I do play quite a bit of white source too. But I think I drew a total of 3 white source that game, and a total of 1 white source the previous game. And yeah, we're just sitting there doing nothing. Certain points, I was for sure gonna die this castle of Ardenvale, but he didn't answer the Ashiot, nor did he answer the companion here, and we were able just to start building a wall. Companions add pressure to his life. My mistake with the Teferi, should have exiled his search, exiled his castle. I don't know why I hit his Triland. I thought maybe he had a counter spell or maybe a shark or something to flash in at the end of my turn. I couldn't really deal with another shark, to be honest. Oh, maybe I could have. I think I had the Baleful's in my hand just in case he had the flash in the shark or something. I was scared of the Lightning Helix the entire time. We had the 1 Aether. I think I only decided 1 Aether, but it was there just in case. It would have only slowed him down. I don't think it would have um, permanently deal with it. He would just draw it next turn if he decides to top deck it and then try to blast me in the face again for 3. But that didn't happen, so that was great. I was expecting to see some Stompy Giants, but no Stompy Giants. And yeah, as you can see, searches for Sconta with Teferi is just a dumb combo. Or Teferi with any lands that do anything. I wanted to play Castle Vantress, but with the mana base, Vantress seems a bit greedy. Um, I did test it out, and I never really activated Vantress. I always had Search, and I always activated Search or Castle. I just never had the opportunity to activate the Vantress to see if it was good or not. Um, there is a case for double Castle in the events where you're going Control Mirror and you just don't have anything to do with your mana and you just don't have a way to flip this Search, then a second Castle might be good. But as you saw in one of my games, I had a Plains and a Castle opening hand, and that was just not that great of a combo. And there's been times where I opened with double Castle and nothing else, and yes, that should be an instant mulligan. Um, I don't like mulligan. That's just me. I hate minusing one, but I'd rather just, if I know I'm playing against another control deck, that's okay for me to try to slow roll it. Versus an aggro deck, definitely you should mulligan and get some interaction, find some way to deal with aggro. But yeah, those were pretty good games. So hopefully this video comes out good. See you guys next time. Laters.